Hello and welcome. My name is Flower, and I've been in the Warrior Cats community since I was about 7, and it's been such a wonderful place to grow my art and my story-making skills. And as I've grown and learned, I wanted to expand my creative goals further, and see what I could create within this deep, inspiration that the stories from the universe of Warrior Cats has let me create. I wanted to dig into my passion for creating those sorts of universes, and I've been building this one for about a year now. I don't have much of a following as of now, but I want to talk about this so badly, and I hope at least one person finds this interesting or inspiring. I'll be making a bit of a series of sorts, as there is a fairly large amount of content to get through, so take this as the introduction. Without too much rambling about how much I love what I've created, I will bring to you Among the Wood, a cat-based universe in which feral cats live in hierarchical, sometimes nomadic societies. You know, a lot like warrior cats, of course. I wanted to create something similar to the stories that we're all familiar with in this community that would let me grow and explore new places that I haven't been able to before. There is flexibility in the laws and the traditions of my stories, but this is because within the universe there isn't really a point where these laws and these traditions and these deeply ingrained things came from. Much alike certain traditions in our own lives, we don't know where they came from or where they stemmed from, and some places will have legends and all sorts of things describing exactly how they see the world that they live in as created and the laws that they follow as being established, and they have these set founders that have to be the ones who created all of this, or else their logic is just completely scary, that they don't know where it came from. But oftentimes these groups can find each other and realize, oh my god, these cats don't come from us. Why do they know what we know? It creates quite fun and quite interesting interactions between those groups who know that there is no real source of their, not gods, but their ways of life, and those groups who think that it was themselves who created this lifestyle and this way of living. Like I said earlier, I wanted to build away from those very strict rules and, the closed-mindedness that cats, within the warrior universe, show, and I wanted to open Among the Wood to some more almost spiritual senses, especially in some aspects, but I wanted to give them mystery to their past and let me create all these stories that aren't specifically tied together. I work on big ones that I want to perhaps even one day publish, and I work on small little side things because I absolutely love one-off stories about lovers from two different sides of things that have to leave the worlds behind that they know. There's something so just inspiring about being able to create both massive stories and simple little ones that won't really matter in the long run, so long as I'm having fun. And I want to share this universe with the rest of the world so that everybody can sort of have fun with it. And I'm a big fan of roleplay. I created lots of fun stories and met amazing artists and writers for roleplay, and I want to bring the world of Among the Wood to them. I want to bring roleplay to Among the Wood, and I sort of wanted these videos here as proof to protect my intellectual property, because as I said, I never know, in the future I may publish a story from Among the Wood seriously, and I wanted to sort of show the beginnings of it and show where I started and document how I get stronger with my beliefs and the way that things go in this universe. I even want to show you the stories, some of the stories, because there have been lots that I've created under these universes, because personally I think that they are interesting. Perhaps not the best stories in the world, but interesting ways to explore this universe. I'm not gonna drag this out for too long, because like I said, I don't want this to be really a long rambly video. I sort of want it to be a quick, clean introduction to tell you all what's going to be happening on this channel, that I'm going to sort of move away, not entirely, but move away from heavily animated map parts and, you know, PMVs, AMVs, though I really want to do more of those in the future, of course. I adore animating, but it is so hard to find the time. And the time that I've been spending has been pouring into this, and I really want to share it with the world, to inspire people, and maybe even teach people a little bit, like people who are at the beginning of their journeys with this sort of creative path. I want to share some knowledge that I have learned about creating universes and how to make good ones, and how to sort of get that potential for limitless story, because it's something that I'm so passionate about. In the next installment, I'm going to be delving into the linguistics and the terminology that my groups use in Among the Wood. It's going to be a bit of a long one, it might be a little bit tedious, but I will try to put some fun drawing, some fun, you know, content along with it, because in general, nobody likes going through the dictionary, but I will try and spice it up as best I can, because personally, I would love to tell you how I got concepts for words that these cats use and why they use them, and a little bit of history for some of my stories. I really hope that it's going to be a fun experience, not just for me, but for whoever ends up watching these. Even if it is just, you know, my close friends, or somebody who watches these on a one-off and decides they like them. But whoever you are, whoever's watching this, I really appreciate you, and I really, really hope that you tune in next time to learn and experience this journey with me, because it's a journey, definitely. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you next time.